Hi, I'm Julie Leonard, life coach and happiness evangelist. And this week we're talking about traditions and how they make us feel happier. We're recording this at the end of 2020 as we come up to Christmas time. And for some, maybe the usual traditions are not going to happen this year, or we're doing a kind of variation of those traditions. Or perhaps you're even thinking about creating new traditions for yourself. But it's important to think about the meaning behind them, why we have them, and how they make us feel in whatever variation we have this year. Traditions are important for so many reasons. I think one of the most fundamental ones is they give us a sense of belonging and comfort. And this seems very strong around Christmas time. And I think certainly in 2020, we really want that sense of belonging and comfort. They're a big part of our society, part of our culture as well. And you think of the stories and the traditions that are passed on generation to generation, or things that are typical where you live or where you grew up. Traditions really root us in our culture and our society, and we derive a lot of comfort and meaning from those. I feel very conscious of them now that I no longer live in Scotland and live in Munich. I'm really conscious of carrying forward my traditions that make me feel connected to my home and also to pass them on to my young son. And we're also mixing different cultures and traditions. So, my partner is Italian. We live in Germany. So, particularly this time of year, we look at trying to incorporate all the different traditions from the different countries. So here in Germany, we have Nikolaus that we celebrate on the 6th of December, where the children leave out their shoes and they get chocolate. And then on the 24th, it's typical both in Germany and in Italy to celebrate Christmas and for Santa in Italy to come on Christmas Eve. And of course, in Britain, we like to celebrate Christmas on the 25th, and Santa comes on the eve of the 25th. So we do that, and we have Boxing Day as well. And then we have New Year's Eve celebrations, or Hogmanay as we call it in Scotland. And on the 6th of January, we have Befana, a witch in Italy that brings the children chocolate. So as you can tell, it's a very busy time for us. And there's a lot of chocolate in our house as well. So we never run out. You know where to come if you need some chocolate. But I'm conscious of incorporating those because those are part of our identity, and passing them on and creating very special moments, particularly with my child, really special and particular moments with him, and creating these beautiful memories together. And I think it also draws on some values for me as well, in particular, the importance of relationships and friendships and family. And so a lot of what I do is about being together as a family, spending time together, celebrating together. And a tradition that I started about 8 or 9 years ago, I think it is now, it was each year I get together with a group of my girlfriends in Glasgow. There's a beautiful old cinema called the Glasgow Film Theatre. It's a really old 1920s Art Deco building, really small cinema. It does a lot of foreign films and indie films and stuff. And I went there every week as a student. It used to be £1 on a Wednesday afternoon. I used to go and watch all these incredible films. And every year they have It's a Wonderful Life. And I love that movie. And I asked some friends one year if they wanted to come with me. And so there was about 8 or 9 of us, and we all had our mulled wine and all our lovely Christmas snacks, and we watched the movie together. And it was just so heartwarming. It was wonderful to spend that quality time with my friends. And to watch that movie just makes me feel really close to Christmas. And it just made me feel very warm and loved, and being able to give love to all of my friends and just really mark that time of year and to give thanks to those friendships over the year. And that continued even when I moved to Munich. So many years I've managed to get back there to host it and to be there. And then this year, because of the pandemic, I've not been home in over a year now. We're going to do it virtually. So it's not quite the same, but at least I'll get all the snacks and the mulled wine to myself this year. But we'll be watching it together online. And so I think what's most important is that we spend that time together, we keep that tradition going. So think about, what do you do traditionally at this time of year that you love to do? Um, what is important to you at this time of the year? And what can you create and make your own traditions too? I think that's incredibly important, that you can have ones that are passed on or are part of your culture, but you can also create your own traditions too. You can choose how you mark special occasions, because when you do that, you really create, as I say, loving memories, long lasting memories, but you also create bonds with the people that you love. So reflect on that. I wish you very Merry Christmas when it comes. I wish you lots of lovely traditional time together with your loved ones in whichever way you can. And I look forward to seeing you next week. Take care. Bye.